What is up everyone, this is Karan here. Welcome back to Tech Karan YouTube channel. If you're looking for Android 11 based custom ROM for your Redmi Note 8 which is called Ginkgo, then you're at right place. This ROM is one of the best ROMs out there and you'll never find better ROM than this in my opinion if you're talking about Android 11 right now. If you're looking for Android 11 based ROM, this one is Octavie OS. Let me show you how this looks. This looks Octavie OS for the new generation, device name Redmi Note 8, Octavie Sage v1.1 official build. The official build is available for a lot of devices right now and I'll provide the link for official website, so you'll get the link for all the devices which are supported for this, so you'll be able to download for your device. And if your device is not supported for this, just wait for some time, you'll get link very soon. This ROM will be updated for you, this ROM will be available for you. But right now in my case I'm using it on my Redmi Note 8. You can see Android version 11 and this one is Redmi Note 8 with the October security patch. I'm gonna share with you how's the battery backup, how's this ROM going on, everything in this video. Stay tuned for that and let's get started. Guys, let me tell you one thing. This has the 16 kernel pre-installed and this is the kernel which you get pre-installed. And let me tell you the battery backup from my opinions. I have 26% of battery left. I left charging at 94%, so it's approximately 68% gone. And you can see my screen usage since full charge 8 hours and 1 minute. Only 8 hours, actually it's only 68%, and 8 hours plus screen on time is quite amazing. One of the great battery backups I have ever seen. If you can see my battery stats, these are some battery stats, and you can see last full charge I have charged my device 29 hours ago, which means it has been more than 1 day since I charged my device fully, which is amazing. You can see 26% battery still left and I have 8 hours plus screen on time already I got, which is amazing. And I have not installed any custom kernel yet. 16 kernel is pre-installed. So yes, I will recommend you, if you want a custom ROM based on Android 11 in the terms of battery backup, you can try out this thing. Also you can see I'm using Wi-Fi here, I'm using mobile data. Also the VoLTE is also enabled sometimes, so it has been nothing here which is hidden, which is amazing. Everything is amazing here. Also let's talk about some things which you get pre-installed. First of all, let me tell you the thing. It does not come with the Pixel Launcher pre-installed, but yes, in my case I'm using Pixel Launcher as a pre-installed launcher. How? You can simply watch my video that how you can install Pixel Launcher on AOSP running device, Android 11 supported, and I've installed that Pixel Launcher, but by default you'll get the AOSP launcher pre-installed. Let me show you how you can see that. Apps and notifications, you go to default apps and home app, you have the Quick Step Launcher pre-installed, but I've tried the Pixel Launcher, so that's what I am using right now. It's working amazingly great, has no issues at all. You can simply choose the wallpapers if you want to. It has some live wallpapers available, but that's one is only for those if you install Pixel Launcher. If you use Quick Step Launcher, not sure about that. I have not used that and I don't use that also. So let's move on to some other things. We have very rounded kind of UI available here and there. Let me show you how you can see that. You can see these are some rounded areas available here and there, so which has some uniqueness, you can say. Actually, I'm using it from some time and you can see my battery stats, a lot of things. I have a lot of apps installed, using it from past 2 days almost. So no issues here and there, no major bugs found till now. Using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, everything seems perfect for me right now. And you can also adjust these kind of things if you want to. It has a 3x3 pre-installed by default, you can say, but you can adjust these kind of things by just going here. You can adjust the columns from here. You can see columns, landscape or quick bar columns. No option of setting the rows, but yes, you can simply remove them and you'll be able to set the rows to 2x3 if you want to, but by default it has no option available here and there. But yes, in settings we have a lot of options like customizations available. First of all, if you can see, the settings has a very cool kind of interesting look. You can see it has some One UI kind of things available here and there, and these are some sections. These are divided into some sections and these are without any section, has no issues. Wow, what's great. Network and internet connected devices, accounts, these are some notifications, these kind of things available in the first header. Second header includes the battery stats, display, sound and apps and notifications. So battery stats I have already shown you, it's amazing. 8 hours and 5 minutes of screen on time right now, looks looks great here. If you go for the display, we have adaptive brightness as expected. We have some other things included, the display cutout, so you can also hide the notch if you want to. We have the punch hole cutout, we have the waterfall cutout, and the notch bar killer available too. We have the dark theme, we have the option to customize the clock. From here you can see there are a lot of clock styles available. I have chosen the sneaky one, which looks amazing. I can choose a dot one too, so it has no issues in applying any kind of these things. We also have the fonts customizations, so if you like some other font, Samsung one, Google Sans, or Pixel font, like I've applied the Pixel font, so that's why these are looking like this. Display Pixel device fonts are like these, so that's why I've enabled these. Icon shape options customizations and the icon pad. These are some customizations you get in display options. Sound has nothing extra. Apps and notifications has almost same kind of things. Location, security, also security has a face lock option available. You can see fingerprint and face lock both available with the latest security update. Almost everything seems nice here, and as I already told you, I'm using it for some time, didn't got any major issues till now. So yes, you can use this Android 11 based ROM as your daily driver. So if you're missing this, yes, this is Octavilab, where we have a lot of customization options. Not actually a lot, just the UI looks great like that. But if you talk about other customizable ROMs, yes, there are a lot available, but you can customize some little bit of things in status bar, like the 4G icon instead of LTE, data disabled icon, VoLTE and Wi-Fi icon customizations. If you want to, you can choose these kind of things. Actually the VoLTE icon is enabled, but my carrier sometimes does not support the VoLTE, so that's why the icon is not showing there right now. But VoLTE icon is perfectly fine here. You can also choose some other VoLTE icons if you want to. Moving on to lock screen customization, has only fingerprint related things, nothing else here. Go for the buttons, we have the home button. When ringing, we have the volume rockers, which means you can enable the playback control. And in gestures, we have the screen of power button and double tap to sleep on status bar or sleep on lock screen. Only these customization. System has the Octavia themes. I was expecting something more in this Octavia themes section, but unfortunately we only have the accent picker, so that's why it is like this kind of red color. I have chosen the accent color to red. You can choose any other things also. Going for the power menu, you have the option to choose a screenshot or screen record option in the power menu if you want to. Nothing else is here. Almost everything seems same here. Notifications has only battery charging light. Miscellaneous have swipe to screenshot and wake up on charge, and navigation bar has the navigation bar buttons customizations. Nothing else is here. So actually it's not a fully more customizable ROMs than others, but in the terms of customizations it's still good. Also in the terms of battery backup, you already saw the screen on time, which looks amazing. In the terms of performance, I didn't got any issues using from 2 days, so it's amazing. So it is, you can say, almost stable ROM available for Redmi Note 8 user. It's based on Android version 11. So this was all from today's video. The link for this build is in the description. You need also Google Apps for that. The link for the Google Apps is also in the description. Go and install this build, format data and reboot. This is all. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.